Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the video, welcome to the showcase. I'm doing well because we're having a fantastic freaking day. Today is a day where I want to make the. I'm going to repeat myself, right? But it's a day where I feel very motivated. I had a dream last night about a bunch of mirrors screaming at me, you're not doing enough, fight. And today I'm very motivated and I have a lot of ideas. It's going crazy in my mind because all of those ideas are coming out. And it's nuts because for 5 days, right? For 5 days, I was wondering what content to make. For 5 days, I had no idea of new idea. I had no new idea about content I can make. And now they're all coming to me. And one of them was Control Media. So we just did part one, part two, part extra of The Truman Show. The Truman Show, what is The Truman Show? Once again, The Truman Show is a show where there's a baby and young adult, a teenager, a young adult, and an adult that is living in a control universe, if you will. He is unaware that everybody else next to him are actors. He's unaware that every single event of his life was a narrative, right? And then it makes you realize the reality. So you look at, and this again, this is not a call to arm. This is not a call to anarchy. This is not a call to be violent or to change your ways. It's just a call to understanding. Truman Show is an old movie, but it's so fucking real. The media that you listen to, the information you're listening to, the people that you're watching. So let's take the common media. Let's take a newspaper. Let's take a newscaster. The newscaster is going to be somebody, and they're going to have a teleprompter. What is a teleprompter? Is I'm doing this, I'm filming, there's a paper next to this, or there's a screen next to it, and I'm looking, and it's telling me what to say. It is literally a text of what to say. So this is Control Media, because the newscaster, the one that's informing you, the one that is telling you everything that you need to know about X, Y, and Z, the newscaster himself is being controlled to what to say. There's this control behavior. There's this control knowledge. You see, there's a lot of books that are completely out of the realm. I'm gonna say something that is very, very, and if I'm offending people, I am sorry. That's not it's not the goal here. You guys know me. It's never the goal to offend people. But you look at at a book like Mein Kampf, which is the diary of Hitler. Now, is he a fucking asshole? Yes. Is he one of the worst person ever born? Yes. Did what he do is ever gonna be forgiven? No. Is he gonna be in the storybook as the worst human being in existence? Possibly. But he had a diary, and his diary was Mein Kampf. Now, Mein Kampf, it's illegal in a lot of countries, right? Now, why is this? What does this matter? You're controlling information. You're controlling what I can read and cannot read. I'll never want to read Mein Kampf, but the fact that it's illegal, a lot of people are going to be wanting to read it. There's this knowledge that is lost. I'm talking about Mein Kampf, but I'm also talking about other books. There's other books, just can't think of any. Other books that were forbidden. Because they're forbidden, people are going to be wanting to read it. You're controlling information, and because you're controlling information, the curiosity is going to win. They said curiosity killed the cat. They killed a cat. They didn't kill every cat. There's this one cat who went too far and wanted to know too much, and I killed him. See, the book that I'm talking about Mein Kampf once again. The fact that the fact that this book will never be allowed. The fact that this book is gonna be a rare book. There's gonna be a collectioner out there, a sick fuck with a lot of money that's just gonna want it because it's controlled. See, there's this subculture. I'm listening to a lot of GFS, King Cobra GFS, and King Cobra is a self. So it's weird. King Cobra is this autistic dude, and again, this all plans out, and the control media, it's all planned out, and the control information that you're being given, because this is the subject of today. The subject of today is control media. I asked you guys a question. Do you guys prefer that I control what I'm saying, or you rather be the raw version of me? The reason why I don't do edit is because I prefer the raw. Would you guys want me to do subjects that are more wider range, or you guys want me to focus on what I like, right? Because again, if you're coming for me, that's something I can do. If you're coming for the content, something I have to change, right? You're seeing King Cobra GFS. You see a lolcow. You're seeing him as a you're seeing him as a lolcow. You're seeing this as this aesthetic sadly dude. Right? It doesn't represent him, but. And I just watched it, so it's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. With King Cobra GFS, I'm gonna do like a small like detour. With King Cobra GFS, right? You look at it, and you look at the documentary that came out recently, which is Your Favorite Son, and it's a beautifully made documentary. There's another documentary, Trash. It's an hour long, and it's Back of the Bone. And you look at shows like made me grow up. I'm gonna finish with Cobra GFS. Sorry, ADHD. And Cobra GFS believes in Satanism. He's not a Satanist, but he believes in Satan, and he's gonna make jokes about all hell Satan, right? And he's this gothic guy. You know well that this guy is not Satanist. You know well that this guy is not gonna be. He's not gonna hurt people if he can't. He's not gonna choose to hurt people, right? He's a good guy. I'm gonna say it right now. I believe Cobra is a good dude. If you look at everybody that he had in his life, he that crashed at his house, he helped. He's a good dude. He's a good, solid dude, right? But if you look at he wants to worship Satan because he loves to see a lot of his friends do it. It's something that's fun for him. There's a lot of fun and controlled knowledge. There's a lot of fun. When I was young, right? I think I shouldn't say this on YouTube, but fuck it. Would take YouTube. There was a bunch of people uploading movies on YouTube. And I would download those movies. And I would watch those movies illegally. It wasn't pirating because it wasn't pirating. And hear me out. Because I didn't film those movies, first of all. I didn't share those movies. I just downloaded the movie, right? And this is not pirating. This is consumerism of pirates. It's, you're gonna punish the guy who distribute content that shouldn't be distributed versus the guy who's gonna watch it, right? One of the shows that made me grow up was Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys, the greatest thing about it was a mockumentary. It was seen as a documentary, but it was a mockumentary. It was a parody of a documentary. And it was a controlled media, but it was a joke. The controlled media, let's go back to the newscaster. Every single news that you read is news that's been controlled. Every single show that you've been watching is a scripted show. Every single, see, reality TV. Let's go back to this. Reality TV is a business. They want to make a business. Now, if you look at my everyday life, if you look at channels that have been vlogging, just look at a channel that's been vlogging for a year, for 2 years. One of the best examples I can give you is Kid Behind the Camera. Dude has been vlogging for how many years? 15? 16? He started in 2007. So if you do the math, that's 17 years of vlogging. Now, you do the math. 356 times 10 to 3,560. Add about half of that, which is 1,900. There's more than 5,000 days of vlogs. Is every vlog entertaining? No. But if you're looking at a vlog that's not entertaining, you want people to watch it, you want people to have views. That way you make your money, right? So what do? You fake shit, and you clickbait. That way you get attention. You're gonna tell me honestly, guys. I'm asking sincerely. I want comments. I want you guys to tell me. You're gonna tell me that there's a bunch of YouTuber that figured out that lying and clickbaiting brings in views, but the media, the reality TV, the news media didn't figure it out. There's a song by System of a Down, which is a bit anarchist. If you look at it, this song, it's called Sugar. Sugar was released in 2008, 2009. And in this song, there's this newscaster. And it's nice. He's talking about the news of a firefighter. And now he said, for more pertinent news, a dog named Hero, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a newscaster, and he hears this demonic voice, and he says, you work turn from 9 to 5, and then from 5 to 9, you're mine. I tell you what you want me to do. I don't remember what he says. Wait a second, we're gonna be listening to it. That is the beauty of ADHD. I can tell you, oh, this is a craft because yesterday we made some ramen. This is the beauty of ADHD. I can tell you something happened without having the details. And all I have to do is control the narrative. All I have to do is control media. This is recorded. I didn't invent it. I just had to know it was there. I just had to understand the knowledge. And this is the exact subject of this video. This is why I don't plan shit. Hear me out. To move down, Sugar.
I'm Eric Olas. NATO forces bombed Serbia and Kosovo. An unidentified man is being held for questioning by the FBI for suspected links to
this is not music, so not copyrighted.
virus deaths. In local news, the dog named Hero takes the grand prize at the annual. I wish I could tell you more pertinent news, but we're in a rating system here, and the key factor is sensationalism.
Sorry, I paused the wrong video. See, here what he says. I wish I could tell you more pertinent news, but we're the rating system. Rating people, rating, control media, controlling the information, controlling what we know. And all of this for what? All of this for a simple reason. To get you to watch it tomorrow. Because if you had a good time, if those news were sensationalism, if your little sense, and there is a little sense, if your little sense of self-importance, if your little sense of today was a crazy day, because I watched the news and something cool happened, it's filled, you'll come back. You get your fix.
But we're in a rating system here, and the key factor is sensationalism. They've got you running in circles, 9 to 5, then 5 to 9. You're mine. I tell you what they want you to know.
And you consider the truth. Imagine you're working for society, 9 to 5. And the other 9 to 5, you're being told what to believe. See, we're gonna talk about it after. But this is with social media. Social media it wasn't in control. With social media, there was a lot of people putting in information, and those people are silences. Those videos are shadow banned, right? Control media.
Our global economy is depleting the world of our lives.
And national resources. Control media is super important. There was this. We're gonna go back from the ancient Rome with Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was not a tyrant, but he was a ruthless leader, right? And he would do rules and rules and rules and rules, and people were mad. So when people were mad, what he would do? He would take 2 slaves, put them in an arena, call it the gladiator. We always hear about the great fighter, the great gladiator, the ultimate fighter. I've been watching Lerone, which is a UFC channel. We always hear about the greatest fight and gladiator. The craziest thing is gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be watching this video is gonna know about the gladiator, right? Name me one of them. Don't mention Spartacus. Name me one of them. I thought they were all champion. Why can't you name one of them? Tell me about the fight. Tell me about the weapon they used. We don't know. The reality with the Colosseum, they were slaves. They didn't know how to fight. The reality with the Colosseum, they would have 2 slaves running around with a lion. Kill the lion, freedom. Get killed by the lion, well, tough shit, you had your choice. I don't know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I was in the passing key. Let's see the Lord. Your lords. The lords were in power. The noble were in power. With monarchy, with monarchy, there is this. There's a socialist. Socialist is also a really good important word. We're going deep today. We're going in really deep today. The lord and the noble, the socialists, all had education. All had an education. All were able to write. All were able to read. Take a farmer. They didn't know how to read. Right? The most noble job was a knight. And this is all true. I'm not making shit up. I know it's going to sound made up, but it's all truth. The biggest dream of a farmer's boy was to be a knight. The biggest dream of a farmer's girl was to marry a prince, marry into nobility. The romanticized version of what society could be, what life could be. Right? It couldn't happen. Those people were smart. Those people had a system of power. And then one thing happened. The plague happened. And our number of society dwindled to a point where we need every single person to think together. Every person to be aware of them. So we taught them how to read. We taught them how to write. No plague. We're just a bunch of farmers. Later on in life, there's a thing called a circus. And again, the people were being taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. So what do? We put in this circus in town, and just for one night, people didn't think about the fact that they were taxed. Well, didn't think about the fact that they were being used by a society or a group of people. They didn't think about that. They talk about the circus, right? And the circus was the gladiator. Then you look at this right now, social media. What is the goal here? Become popular, become famous, become rich. You got people and people showing off in Lamborghinis, rich, the beautiful girl. Most of this is not real. It's just the make-believe dream. Just for you to hope. You don't mind having a 9 to 5 because maybe one day you'll be something famous. You don't mind having a 9 to 5 because maybe someday you'll achieve nirvana. I grew up with a bunch of people. This is not something I want to talk about, but again, we're not planning shit. We don't plan for videos, so let's talk about it. I was born in the 90s. In the 90s, right? Egyptian pound, Canadian, kind of crazy. In the 90s, everybody wanted to be a sport. There wasn't social media. So the easiest way, because social media is the easiest way to fame. The easiest way to fame was sports. And I had a group of friends, the whole classroom in fact. They wanted to be this hockey star. But in the hockey, in the whole of Canada, there's what? 4 team? 5 team? How many people are per team? 20, 25. So we're talking about 125. I got a whole classroom full of people that want to be sports. They're selling your dream. What do you think behind every single movie there's a government? They say it's for culture. Right? No, they need to approve the movie. So, and this is where we're going to end the videos. On the most perfect thing. I'm a movie maker, right? I don't have enough cash to make a movie. So what do? I borrow money from the bank. I borrow money from the government. The government said that we're going to be financing your movie. All we want in return is to be able to look at the script. And then they can say, I don't like this part, don't change it. And you're this starving artist, right? This is your big break. This is your one chance at fame. What do? You change the script. And just like that, it wasn't your movie anymore. It was somebody else's. You gave up on your dream, you gave up on your values, you gave up on your will, you gave up on the one chance you had to make a movie for a bunch of bills. Yeah. That's on you. See? And I'm going to tell you the truth. The sad truth, the biggest truth. If you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And since you're going to have the financing from higher ups, they'll do it. Right? Since they have the financing, they'll be able to promote it. They'll be able to put ads. There you go. Why do you think sport athletes are being paid that much? Because it's all make-believe. It's all a system to make you think about everything else. In Canada, right? In Canada, because I'm Canadian, if you didn't notice, about 4 years ago, right? About 4 years ago, we did a contract with Netflix. My favorite snack right now. I'm real quick to forget. 500 million for Netflix. Given it to the government for 3 reasons. They promised to make chemical movies. They didn't. They promised to include our culture. They didn't. People saw the other side and they said yes. Now Netflix doesn't pay taxes. And that's the initial investment of 500 million. How old is Netflix? How old is it? How much is it making every year? They made their money back, don't worry. And that's it. It's 20 videos to make you ask one question. Why? Why am I watching this? Why am I being told this? Why is this the information I've been given? Think about it.